Hey guys, this is N.J.C here with another video for you. Today's topic is going to be on diabetes in brief and the stand it has in the current pandemic times. So for those of you who are new to this channel, do hit the subscribe button in order to subscribe to this channel and then hit the bell icon so that you get updated on the latest uploads right here on N.J.C Vlogs. So without further ado, let's get started. So what is diabetes? Diabetes is said to occur when the blood glucose levels, or rather the blood sugar, is at an increased level in our body. Now this blood glucose, or simply glucose, is something that we obtain from the food we eat and is said to be the main source of energy for us human beings. What we also need to remember is that insulin, which is a hormone, is something that is rather created or secreted by the pancreas, and it is this insulin which helps the glucose get into the cells of the body in order to generate the energy that we need. Now, having known what diabetes is, there are various types of diabetes, and let's get to know some of the most common ones. One of them is type 1 diabetes, and over here the pancreas doesn't produce insulin anymore, thereby making your blood glucose, or rather blood sugar level, show an increased value, and therefore when you go for your test reports, or rather after doing your test, you find increased values in those reports, thereby giving you palpitations of various sorts. Now type 1 diabetes is said to be found in that of young adults and children. However, there is a possibility that it can be detected at any age. The remedy over here would be to prescribe insulin on a regular basis to such people, or rather patients suffering from type 1 diabetes, and if this regular dosage is not adhered to, can have some serious detrimental side effects to your well-being. The other type of diabetes is called type 2 diabetes, which is also commonly found, but this happens more in people ranging from the middle-aged group to the older sections of society. Now over here what happens is that pancreas makes, or rather secretes, less amounts of insulin as compared to what the body really requires. Now in both the types of diabetes, that is type 1 and type 2 diabetes, the glucose that is got from the food that we eat cannot be used up for energy anymore, and that is why this glucose now keeps on accumulating, and when you do your regular test, you get reports with high questionable values. And if that happens and not looked after at the right time, God bless us all. But hey, I'm just kidding, because there are ways to actually look after these kind of issues. So, don't really get scared, as I'm going to talk to you more on what I just said. There is another form of diabetes, and it is called gestational diabetes, which is said to occur in pregnant women around the time of pregnancy and is said to be resolved as soon as she gives birth. There are also rarely heard forms of diabetes like monogenic diabetes, cystic fibrosis related diabetes, and so on. Now over time, with these increased levels of blood sugar and no control over it, there are a variety of symptoms and problems that one could experience that I'm going to list out to you, so that you are aware that sometimes, in case you haven't been able to go for a checkup and you are going through any of these symptoms, you might have to pay attention to it. So some of these symptoms and problems are you could be having increased hunger, thirst, tiredness, frequent urination, sores or wounds that are slow to heal. As far as symptoms are concerned, some of the slightly more advanced problems would be heart-related issues, strokes, kidney diseases, eye problems, dental issues, nerve issues, foot problems, and the list is endless. So, it's really difficult sometimes to find out about these symptoms, because these symptoms could be a part of your everyday life unless you really pay attention to it. Insulin is what is recommended to diabetic patients. However, the overdosage or excess intake could actually cause complications like hypoglycemia, sweating, nausea, shaking, and so on. So after knowing that even though insulin could be beneficial to you, having something like this available to you over the counter, which could kind of have side effects at times, why not go for something that is natural? And for those of you who might have guessed it right, I'm talking about a dietary supplement again. Now this dietary supplement, besides helping you in maintaining your sugar levels, also helps you with your immune system, your endocrine system, your metabolic system, The same dietary supplement provides you with antioxidant support, healthy pancreatic functions, which now helps to produce insulin as and when the body requires and in the quantities that the body requires, which in turn helps regulate your glucose levels, thus now allowing you to maintain all your parameters at a nominal level, and all this by the most natural ingredients that nature has to provide to us. So why not try something? And now you would also understand that there is sometimes solutions to majority of the health problems. In case someone says no, there is no solution, you may go home, take some kind of palliative treatment and so on. However, if you really want a solution, you need to look for it. So for those of you who would like to know more about what I just said, you can contact me using my contact details in the description below or at the end of the video. What I'm going to talk to you about now is COVID-19 and how it unfortunately works hand in hand with diabetes, and what we can do about it. So if you see the past few months, the general trend of how COVID-19 has been doing its work, which is definitely not so good work, but however, people with pre-existing conditions like a heart disease, diabetes, or asthma are said to be more prone to falling ill when infected with the virus. Now, diabetic patients who get virally infected in general find it really hard to fight off the virus because of the not so steady glucose levels, and also because of certain diabetic complications that might have arisen, from the diabetes that the person is suffering from. So again, there are two underlying reasons for this, and one of them is the immune system is completely compromised. In the sense, it now makes it harder for the body to fight back when your immune system is at a low. And secondly, even though when your body does fight back, now the recovery periods are much longer. So nonetheless, there is hope, nothing to worry, definitely nothing to worry, and God is watching. So always pray, in case you come across anything like this. Now, the second underlying reason is that the virus loves to thrive in an environment with high blood glucose levels. I mean, who doesn't like something that is sweet, right? Like me, for one, I do have a sweet tooth. What we can gather from the 2 points above that I just spoke to you about is that 90% of the times the health problems that people go through have an underlying connection with that of the immune system, and it is mainly because none of us really actually paid attention to how to keep our immune system strong and fit. And ironically, as of the time COVID-19 started spreading wide, almost every article that you read talks about a strong immune system and how beneficial it is to have such a fit immune system in these days in order to fight COVID-19. And therefore, my advice to you is, for those of you who weren't paying attention before the pandemic, at least now is the time. Better late than never. So pull up your socks and start finding out ways on helping your immune system keep fit as a fiddle. Now, for those of you who have missed my videos on the immune system, you may you may click on the cards above that may be displaying, and in case you missed that, you can then click the eye-shaped icon to the right top, the right top corner of the video. For those of you who do have diabetes as an underlying condition and are embracing for the impact of COVID in your life, you never know when what can happen. Here are some tips that I've listed for you that might actually be useful, and they're pretty simple, to follow. So the first one being, take your medication as required. Please do not play the fool. Do not miss something that is recommended to you, especially if it's from a doctor. Stay active while at home. Do some exercise. One of the exercises that I came across that has been pretty good for diabetes is walking in the manner of a figure of 8. And while you do that, also chant the word Om as you would hear in yoga-based exercises. Do this for about 20 to 30 minutes for minimum twice a day, and who knows, you might actually keep the doctor away. Now, exercise also has a lot of benefits in general. So, start exercising based on your age. Do not do too intensive exercise. Please see what can be done within your limits. Going further, eat properly, eat immune-based foods, and besides eating, drink a lot of water, because when I suffered from dengue last year, I was advised by a doctor to drink a lot of water because she told me that the virus actually leaves your body or the system through urine, and the same goes for that of COVID-19. Also, Russia-based research showed that drinking normal water can actually slow down the growth of COVID-19 to a great extent. Now, going back to diet, some vegetables that you could include in your food can be broccoli, tomatoes, green beans, peas, sweet potatoes, then kidney beans, chickpeas, fruits like berries, apples, so on, whole grains like brown rice, etc. Also, you need to look after your mental health, as stress could be one of the major factors for, again, many of the illnesses that people go through today. So please do look after yourselves. So to summarize in brief, diabetes can be deadly if not looked after. So please do your regular tests and checkups. That would be an advice from my side. And also for youngsters, do look after yourself. Regular exercise to start off as the basics, would really help in more ways than one as far as your health is concerned. So I keep repeating myself, for those of you who do not have access to a healthy diet, or you feel maybe your medication just isn't enough, or you're looking for a drug-free solution to maybe diabetes or immune health, I can introduce you to a one-of-a-kind dietary supplements that can look after all your health-related needs. However, that is something that you must be looking for, and the choice is all yours. So if you did find this video very informative, do like the video. I would recommend you share it with your family and friends, because I'm pretty sure it won't be useful just for you, but also for people around you, and let's help each other stay healthy, right? Because at the end of the day, health is wealth, and I'm pretty sure you agree with me on that. So this is N.J.C signing off. Until next time, stay safe, take care, and God bless. I'll be seeing you soon.